Hey everybody, how's it going? I thought I would give you guys my thoughts on The Strangers Chapter 2. I just saw it last night with my son. Um, I was a little worried going into it because my son's been bugging me the last couple days saying, look on Rotten Tomatoes. It had like a 17% or something. It was looking bad. I think it was 19 before we went into the theater, but I try not to look at that stuff, of course, because it's critics. These are generally people who are not even interested in this genre or the film at all. They're just there to review it. So I always go by audience score. But let's just say I didn't have my hopes up very high for this, which was unfortunate because it was one of the ones I was looking forward to all year, just to see what kind of a direction they'd go with this. And after seeing the trailer and stuff, I thought we could be in for like a good slasher, kind of film with some chasing in it and stuff. And I thought that's cool. That's my favorite kind of horror film anyway. So I went into it with an open mind, fingers crossed, but I thought it could very well be terrible. So I will say overall, I was pleasantly surprised. Without giving anything away, I don't want to give any spoilers or anything here. I thought probably the first just about half hour or so was way better than I thought it would be. There were some neat throwbacks to movies kind of like Halloween 2 because there's some hospital scenes you can see in the trailer, and I did like all of that. It's kind of neat seeing all that go down. So that was really enjoyable. And then there's some scenes that are in the woods and stuff. Again, these are stuff that have been featured in the trailer, so I figured maybe they were going into like maybe a Friday the 13th kind of feel. But I would say at times it felt maybe more like a Rambo style film than it did Friday the 13th. Again, without giving anything away, there was just it was more of she's trying to survive out there, and just more and more things keep happening to her that sort of I guess are negative or slow her up or cause issues, so that kind of thing that kept sort of happening was a little irritating. But I will say that they made I believe her name's Madeline Petch or something like that, the main character. She did a great job in this. I thought her acting was excellent, and they did her justice, and they made her a really strong final girl, like she wasn't useless. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying everybody's useless or whatever that isn't a final girl, but she had a bit of that feel, I guess, in the first film. She looked like the pretty helpless one that you're like, oh no, what is she going to be able to do? But she surprises. The character is strong, so I was pleasantly surprised by that. I like how strong her character was, and I'm sure you guys all know that this was always going to be a 3-chapter series that they were doing. So there's definitely a 3rd chapter coming. I'm looking forward to that, to seeing what direction it goes. But overall, I would say I was pleasantly surprised. It was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was better than Chapter 1 because there was a little more to it. But again, I liked the first half of it more, especially the first half hour or so. That was pretty cool. But overall, yeah, not a bad film at all. I would probably give it a 7.5. Like for me, because it is, it's a slasher. It's kind of my style. I thought it was entertaining, and it was definitely better than I thought it would be. So overall, I thought it was pretty cool. I would definitely watch it again, and I'm looking forward to seeing Chapter 3. So all that being said, it's definitely not a 17 or 19%. I mean, I could see some tough horror critics maybe giving it a 5 or 6 out of 10 maybe. I mean, my son probably would have given it maybe 5.5. But he said it was okay. He didn't think it was terrible, but he also did enjoy the first, half hour more than, say, where the rest of the film was going. But I found it to be entertaining. It was suspenseful. It had some cool kills in it. Nothing but pretty much positive things for me to say about it. And was it the greatest film? Well, no. But like I said, better than I thought and worth checking out. And if you're into slashers and stuff and you like The Strangers, you'll probably find this one entertaining and enjoyable, I would say. Anyway, that's my take on it. So, what did you guys think of it? Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was better than the first chapter? Uh, you know, are you going to see it soon? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.